day to you all, anywhere in the world. This is another session of Tomorrow's Opportunities, inspiring you to act. Our vision is to create in us a mindset of action, and a special edition of True Life Inspirational Stories, where we bring in wonderful guests like you and I to tell us and to ask a series of questions of how they have taken actions in their lives and they have been able to move from where they used to be to where they are now. Please kindly welcome our special guest, Sheila Tinwo. We are so honored, we are so happy, we are so excited to have you in the house. Please kindly introduce yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. My name is Sheila Tinwo. I'm a wife, I'm a mother of 3 wonderful kids, and I'm a dental nurse by profession. And I've been practicing for about, I think it's about 6 years now. I've been practicing as a dental nurse, but I also qualify as a Master of Public Health. I'm very passionate about oral health. I'm very passionate about health generally, but with a special interest in oral health. So if I'm looking at your teeth or I'm talking about your teeth, it's because of my passion. So I'm very passionate about it. I'm also very passionate about impacting people, impacting the children, impacting women especially as well, because it's a very interesting world and we need each other. So I'm really excited to be here with you. And I hope that at the time that we complete this, we will have passed something to ourselves.
Oh, thank you so Deborah. Much. Thank you. It's so wonderful. Nice having you with us, Sheyi. Welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think I've actually introduced myself, which I will do now. My name is Deborah Olukemi Suleiman. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here today. And we just go straight to our questions. The first question is really around, can you briefly share with us turning points in your life? What prompted you and helped you move from where you used to be to where you are now? Thank you.
So moving from Nigeria to join my husband here in the UK in 2005 was a turning point in my life. I mean, when I got here, it was really difficult to get a job, especially with the fact that I came with a 6-month-old baby. So it was extremely difficult for me to get into the system because with all the application, it looks like they want you to have been in that job before you can actually be employed. So a friend of mine, told me about a volunteering opportunity, and I took it. Ordinarily, you wouldn't think about volunteering because it means that you're not getting paid. It means that you're going your transport, you don't know where your transport fare is going to come from. And bearing in mind that I had a 6-month-old baby, what would happen? And I had to do this because I knew that my moving forward and my me being anything or pursuing a career in the UK depends on that. So I had to volunteer. And while I was doing this, I got pregnant again, and it means that I had to stop. So anyway, I got a job in Hemel Hempstead, which was 2 hours to go to work and 2 hours to come back. Very challenging, very tiring. Sometimes I found myself sleeping on the train and then passing my destination. It was very difficult as well to, get the children to the nursery. Each time that I go to the nursery to pick them, I get charged. Every 5 minutes, I get charged.
Oh, that's
and bear in mind that my train ticket at the time for 1 week was £109 something. Wow. So imagine me paying £109 every week. And I wasn't comfortable. It was tiring. My children were not getting the best of me. My husband wasn't getting anything of me.
Oh my God.
So my husband and I decided, we spoke about it. We talked about my challenges and what I want to do. And then we decided that it was best for me at the time to stay at home with the children. Was it an easy decision? No, it wasn't. And especially for somebody like me coming from Nigeria, I was the bank executive at the time. So for me to come and, not do anything, it was really challenging. But I had to make a decision whether I want to make money, I want to be in a career, or I want to keep my family together, especially at a very young age. And to think that I was coming into the country new, I was really new in the country. So I had to make a decision. And with the agreement of my husband, we decided that I stay at home and look after the children. So with that, I stayed home for about 4 years.
Wow.
Looking after the children. And then I went back, until my youngest one was going to start the preschool. That was when I re-enrolled into the dental school. So not only have I stayed at home for almost 4 years, I've also had to change my career in order to blend with what was going on in the country. But I must say that I did not change my career to something that was trending at the time, but I changed it to something that I had, interest in.
Wow.
And I think that has helped me as well. So after 4 years, I enrolled to the dental school at the Eastman Dental Hospital, and I started as a student dental nurse. So that was starting all over again. That was a great turning point.
Oh, what a beautiful story. Oh my God, I love this part, because it really in life, it said the most precious things are really things you cannot quantify with money.
Yeah.
And I can that family time, it's you can't quantify it with
it's priceless. It's priceless.
Oh, what a wonderful decision. Thank you so much for sharing this story. We really
You're welcome.
Thank you. Another question. What do you usually do to revive your momentum, your motivation when you are losing it, your zeal when they go down or probably got broken? What do you usually do to revive back? Thank you.
So as a person, I reflect a lot. I reflect daily. As a nurse as well, one of the things that we have to do is to reflect on the things that we do. So I daily reflect and I write a lot. The Bible tells us that we should make the vision plain, make it plain. So at the beginning of the year, I try to give myself some targets and I review every time. If I'm down, I go back to the things that I've written. You'll be amazed when you actually put things that you want to achieve down. You'll be amazed sometimes when you look through them and you think that things are actually not working. But if you look into the things that you have written, you see yourself ticking. Oh, that's done, that's done. And each time I look at that tick and I see that it's done, it encourages me to do more, that, oh, wow, I can actually do it. Don't get me wrong, everything don't always go smoothly. There are some times that I look at it and I'm thinking, oh my God, I haven't done, this has not been ticked. And the more reason why I have to work hard to make sure that that's ticked, because everything is about discipline. Everything is about, making up your mind to do certain things. Things don't just come onto you. You have to work towards them. So I reflect a lot. And I set myself targets and goals, and I reflect back and look back at them to see how far I'd gone. Those are the things that motivate me.
Oh, that's powerful. I love that part. It's so, it works like a miracle, because it works for me too as a person. Yeah. When I put down my plans, I write it, I go back, I tick. It just, you have this joy of, ticking and understand that you have little wins. You are gaining some momentum. It's so powerful. Yeah,
it is. There are some things that you also have forgotten that you have written. It's happened to me several times. I've forgotten that I've written them, that I have to do. But when I go through my notes again and I see them, I'm like, oh wow, so this is done. Wow. So those are the things that actually motivates me.
And you feel good about yourself. That yes,
absolutely.
That part where you said run with it, write it down. It is.
Write it down. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
And run with it daily. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. That was awesome. I'm brilliant. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, the next two things you do consistently and regularly that have helped you along the way, and you still do them today.
As a woman of faith, prayer is the key.
Oh God.
For me, prayer is the key. There's nothing that prayer cannot do. And like I said earlier, the Bible tells us to write it down. If I've written it down and I'm backing it up with prayers, asking God, you know, every time. So for me, number one, prayer is the key. Number two, stay positive.
Stay positive. I love that.
Stay positive. Nothing can take my smile away. I'm just like, yeah, it can be done.
Yes.
It can be done. It's achievable.
Yeah, that's powerful. In fact, positivity in everything is so powerful. It just brightens you up as a person. And when you are brightened as a person, you radiate this brightness to everyone around you. And the force is so mighty that you just marvel that, oh God, yeah. Thank you very much. Positivity.
You're welcome.
And prayer. Thank you very much. I resonate with this and I agree with this. Yeah. The next, do you have 3 life lessons you have come to learn that you want to discuss with us? Yeah.
1, don't give up.
Okay.
Because sometimes, you know, life throws at us so many obstacles, challenges, and we think we can't do it. But from my experience, you know, in the last last years, in my experience as a child, as a mother, as a wife, even as an employee, don't give up. Don't give up. At the time that you least expect it, and with preparation, working hard, it will come to pass. I just know that it's happened for me several times, you know. I mean, maybe I should just support this with one of my experience as a student dental nurse. We had an intensive class for 1 month where, you know, we were being taught so many things about the body parts, the mouth and all that. I had headache every day.
Oh my God.
Every day I had headache and I was going to give up. Like, that's it. And I think to myself, anyway, I'm old, like, I'm not a child, I'm not young. Why do I need to go through this? But again, when I remember and go back to my targets, my goals, this has to be done, you know? And I, you know, encourage myself again to just keep going on. So don't give up. This was way back in I think it was in 2013. And in 2020, during the pandemic, you know, I see, you know, that not giving up actually pays. Maybe that would be a discussion for another day, you know, so don't give up. Don't give up. And I've also learned that there's always an opportunity to make a difference.
Oh, beautiful.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter where you are. You may be hidden. You may think, because I thought about that at some point in my career, that I'm doing something more than I'm being given.
Wow.
But again, recent events have taught me, don't give up. There's an opportunity to make a difference, even in the pandemic. It doesn't matter where it is, but there's always an opportunity to make a difference.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
There's always an opportunity.
Yeah, because we are always unique. We are different from every other person. So that opportunity is always there for us.
Yeah. And the third one is that because it's not happening for me now, does not mean it's never going to happen. You know, as a woman of faith, sometimes you think that, why is God not answering this prayer? But you know, because it's not happening right now, does not mean it's not going to happen.
Wow. Wow.
So again, it's staying positive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, those are the 3 things.
Thank you very much. That's so wonderful. make opportunities to make a difference. It's so powerful in life. Because when we look at ourselves, we are told that we are wonderfully and beautifully made. We are totally different from any other human being. So why don't we utilize this uniqueness to beautify the world and make it a better place? Because I totally agree with you. We all have unique opportunities to make.
There's always an opportunity. Always. Very, very. We just need to be patient. We just need to look more, think more, work harder, and trust God more.
Exactly. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. I think at this moment, I will also say, when you talk about don't give up, I resonate with that so powerfully, because it's also in line with whatever you find your heart, your hand doing, do it with all your heart.
Do it well. Do it well. Yeah.
And with all your mind. So do it well. Don't give up. Do it well. Thank you so much, Shelly. God bless.
You're welcome.
Before we continue our next questions, our time is fast running. Let's have our water break. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's so refreshing. Thank you. Okay. The next question: what is your understanding of a coach or mentor? Have you had one before, and what did you gain?
I mean, I think a coach is somebody who helps you to channel your thoughts or your plans. For instance, I had a foundation leadership training a while back, and my coach, she was just there to listen to me.
Listen.
Even though she's there with me, I take most of the conversation, and she just helped me to channel my thoughts. What do you think you need to do? What are your plans? And if I tell her what I want to do, she just tells me, oh, so how do you think you can approach that? Or how do you think you can achieve that?
Wow.
And then if you think that, well, I actually can't do it, but then the coach is there to tell you, but you put it down as your goals. You can do it. Why do you think you can't do it? So just to like prompt you, help you to see the things that you can do that you have actually not thought about. So I've had one, and I think it worked for me.
Oh,
because it made me also believe in myself and the things that I put down, that I was actually doubting to think I can't do it. Because sometimes they also take you back to the other things that you have done and that you thought you could not do. So for me, I think they are there to just help you to channel your thought. In football, for instance, the coach will help to like tell them what to do and stuff like that. Don't do, but I think in the education is more of helping you to think of the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Wow, I love that part. I'm picking that as someone that's listening to you and
they listen more.
Your thoughts. There's nothing as powerful as having someone that could listen to you and even hear those things that were not said by you, that could hear them and
exactly
you channel your thoughts. I love the way you put that. Thank you very much. That was
You're welcome.
Awesome. Yeah. Last question. If you are going to give us one word of inspiration, what will it be?
Fly. Fly. Yeah.
I love fly. Yeah, fly.
It's just, you know, I watch sometimes I just go out and when I'm outside, I just see a lot of things. I love greens. There was a time in my church that the women group went for a retreat, and it was so nice looking at the trees. They were kind of into one another, you know. They were so close, even the branches going into the next branch. But they flourished. Wow. They were green. Wow. They were all green. Wow. And the trees were planted like, I'm going to say like, maybe like 5 meters apart. but the branches were intertwined, you know, into each other. But they still had space to flourish.
Wow.
So why won't you and I fly?
Wow. Wow. I love
whatever is your plan.
Wow. I think I'm taking your interpretation as going above and above.
There's no limit. There's no limit to what we can do. There's no limit.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
there's no. I don't believe there's any limit. We are the only ones that can limit ourselves.
We limit ourselves.
I've never even seen the birds flying. I've never seen them have an accident colliding with each other. I have not seen it. It might have happened, but that tells you that there's enough space for all of us.
Yes, yes.
So the only person that can stop me is me.
Wow.
And I don't want to stop myself. So I say fly.
Wow. I'm taking that out of today's interview. Beautiful and wonderful, insightful interview. Fly in whatever you are doing. And I'm going to keep flying. I know you're flying already, Shey. I know you're flying already. And we're all going to fly together because the world is.
Just fly, yeah.
We will not collide ourselves. We're not.
We won't. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed.
We'll just flourish together.
Yeah, there's room for all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And on this fly, this brings us to the end of today's beautiful and wonderful interview. We really appreciate you, Sheila Tewo.
Thank you.
We are so grateful that you have decided not to wait for an extraordinary opportunity. You have decided to seize this very little and common opportunity, and you have come here this afternoon to make us great. We love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. It's a great privilege. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. All right. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.